Now I'd like to discuss acid-alkaline. There's a lot of misunderstanding about acid-alkaline. Everyone knows that fruits and vegetables are alkaline, pretty much. And tomatoes are acidic, and they say because you put it in your mouth and it's acid, or oranges, lemons. But the truth about something that's acid or alkaline is you have a pH scale. 7 is neutral, and the bigger the number, the more alkaline it is, and the smaller the number, the more acidic that it is. But the confusion comes in, like a lot of people, they take litmus paper and they stick it in their mouth, or they check their urine or something, checking the acidity. And they think that that's the answer to be an acid or alkaline. But the truth is, the body takes the food and it burns it. We're going to say even water. And when the body burns the water, it's the byproduct. After the body has used the water, it's the waste from burning the water that's acid or alkaline. It's the same thing with the food. If you eat a tomato, it might be acidic in your mouth, or a lemon, but believe it or not, they're really alkaline. It's after the body has taken the tomato or the lemon and it's burned it, the waste product from eating the lemon or the tomato is actually alkaline. It's not acidic. So you can take litmus paper and you can check the pH of your saliva or in your mouth, but the body hasn't burned that food. This is just a mixing area where you have stuff, and your saliva might be a little acidic or a little alkaline, or the food that you just ate for how it was mixing the chemistry in your mouth, but that's not giving you a true indication of if your tissue is acid or alkaline. And now the interesting thing is that if the blood is acid and it's 6.5, you can only live for 2 hours. And if the blood is 8.0, we'll say the tissue, it strives for 7.274. You only live 2 hours at 6.5. You only live 2 hours at 8.0. And if you wanted to check the confirmation on that, that would be in Guten's textbook, Medical Physiological, 8th Division, page 331. This is where this comes from. This is the law and what we're talking about. So it's very important to stay balanced with so much water, so much salt, because the blood is almost 94% water, the brain's 85% water, soft tissue cells are 75% water. The body can't utilize water without salt. That's why they give saline in the hospital. It's not an IV of water. They give you an IV of water, they'll kill you in about 20 minutes. It has to be balanced. It's water with so much salt. Well, we can't drink salt water, so you drink water, you salt your food, or put a little salt on your tongue and taste it, and then wash it down. You eat fruits and vegetables that are naturally alkaline. Water in itself, after it's utilized and burned, is running somewhere, I think, around 7.70, 7.1, 7.2. A lot of people are going to structured water today where it's very alkaline, where you can take and you can make adjustments and drink 8.0 water, 9.0 water, and they're telling you that the more alkaline that you're drinking this stuff, the better it is for you. But just because you're drinking water that's 8.0 or 9.0, that doesn't mean anything. It's after the body burns this water. That's what's important, whether it's acid or alkaline. So people have been misled when it comes to acid-alkaline. So this is where if you have water, you got to have salt. Fruits and vegetables, because fruits and vegetables are alkaline, not because they're alkaline sitting on the table or in your mouth. It's after the body has burned it. It's the waste product that is alkaline. And you need to stay at 7.274 in your cells, because when you become too acidic, then it eats into the DNA and it changes the DNA and it cranks out an abnormal cell. And that's what cancer And when it becomes acid, that's what pain is all about, if it's not caused from surgery or an injury. So when you get the pain, the tissue is acidic. If you drink some water, take a little bit of salt, or take some water and a little bit of sugar, because sugar is required to keep the minerals in the cell. Plus you run on sugar, that's why you have a blood sugar. You got cells in your body 24 hours a day burning sugar or carbon to maintain a temperature of 98.6, so you're in the morgue. But remember, when you burn sugar or carbon, it's the byproduct given off, the waste, which is acidic. And this acidity has to be neutralized. It's neutralized with amino acids from the liver. It's a chain reaction. If you're not drinking enough water, you become acidic. If you're not eating enough quality foods to get the minerals so that the body can hang on to the water to keep the cells hydrated or lubricated, then you have this acid problem of dehydration. And it's by the same token, you've got to have the sugar to have the energy to keep your blood sugar up, because you run on sugar to keep the temperature, and all the cells have got to have a certain amount of sugar. That's why if you have the pain and you drink some water and you put sugar on your tongue, in some cases the pain is alleviated. It's just wiped right out. So acid alkaline, it's basically after the body has burned the water, after it's utilized the food. It's not what's in your mouth, or when you take litmus paper and you stick it into the water, or you put it into the food or into your mouth. It's very, very misleading. So this acid has to be neutralized at all times, or it does damage to the DNA, to the cells, and then you have major medical issues. There's only several areas in the body that are designed for acid. That's you exhale CO2, which is acidic. So the lungs are designed to handle acidity. Your stomach is designed to handle acid, because you have to have hydrochloric acid to assimilate the minerals. And the bladder, the urinary tract, because you get rid of acidity through urination. So it's your lungs for exhaling CO2 for acidity, your stomach for the hydrochloric acid, and then it's neutralized from the pancreas and in the mixing chamber, the duodenum, and then your urinary tract for acidity. And those are the only three areas that are really designed to handle acidity. Other than that, if an area becomes acidic, then you're going to have a problem. So once again, this is covered in our book on Goof-Proof Health. If you haven't gotten our book yet, we invite you to look there on that website there and push a button and get a book. And anybody you know that's having a problem dealing with acid alkaline, or you're having a debate over it, we encourage you to get the book and read it. And we appreciate your comments and your questions. And from all of us here at Goof-Proof Health, we thank you.